Most people think retirement means lower taxes. After all, you're no longer earning a paycheck. But the reality is often very different. Many retirees are shocked to discover that taxes just don't disappear when you stop working. They often show up in places you don't expect. Social Security, Medicare, required distributions, and even the way your investments are structured can quietly add to your tax bill year after year. These are the hidden taxes of retirement, and without the right planning, they can erode the very income you worked decades to build. Hi, I'm Josh Bliss, founder of Gateway Capital Management, now proudly under Balboa Wealth Partners. I help retirees and pre-retirees create tax-efficient retirement strategies so they can enjoy their wealth without second-guessing every decision. In today's video, we're going to uncover the hidden taxes in retirement, the ones most people never see coming until it's too late. I'll also share some strategies that may help you prepare for them. If you find this helpful, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. It really helps more people access this kind of education. And if you'd like to stress test your own retirement plan against these hidden taxes, book a consultation with me using the link in the description below. Part 1, the taxation of Social Security. One of the biggest surprises, Social Security isn't always tax-free. The IRS looks at something called provisional income. Your adjusted gross income plus half of your Social Security benefits plus any tax-exempt interest. Here's how it works. If you're single and your provisional income is above $25,000 or married filing jointly above $32,000, up to 50% of your Social Security may be taxable. If your provisional income is above $34,000 for single or $44,000 for married, up to 85% of your benefits may be taxable. Example, a retired couple receives $40,000 in Social Security and $40,000 from their IRA. Their provisional income could push 85% of Social Security into taxable territory. $34,000 counted as taxable income. That's a shock for many retirees who assumed Social Security was fully tax-free. Part 2. Required minimum distributions, RMDs. The second hidden tax comes from required minimum distributions. Starting at age 73, the IRS requires you to take withdrawals from tax-deferred accounts like IRAs and 401ks. These withdrawals are taxed as ordinary income, even if you don't need the money. Example, you have $1 million in an IRA. At age 73, your first RMD is roughly $36,000. That, stacked on top of Social Security and other income, potentially pushing you into a higher tax bracket. And RMDs grow over time. By your 80s, they can force much larger withdrawals, often creating bigger tax bills late in retirement. That's why planning in your 60s matters. Drawing down accounts earlier or using Roth conversions may help reduce the size of future RMDs. Part 3. The Medicare IRMAA surcharge. Medicare premiums are another hidden cost. Part B and Part D premiums are based on your income from 2 years prior. If your modified adjusted gross income crosses certain thresholds, you'll pay an additional surcharge called IRMAA, Income-Related Monthly Adjustment Amount. Example, in 2025, if you're married filing jointly and your income is above $206,000, your monthly Medicare Part B premium nearly doubles. Higher tax brackets increase it even further. Suppose you do a large Roth conversion at 67, adding $100,000 of income. 2 years later, Medicare looks back at that year and bumps you into a higher IRMAA bracket. The result? Hundreds more per month in premiums for the entire year. It's not technically a tax, but it feels like one, and many retirees don't see it coming. Part 4. Taxes on investment income. Even money outside your retirement accounts can create surprises. Capital gains. Long-term gains are taxed at 0%, 15%, or 20%. But selling a property or a large stock position can suddenly push you into a higher bracket. dividends and interest. Qualified dividends may give you favorable rates, but non-qualified dividends and bond interest are taxed as ordinary income. Your safe bond portfolio could actually raise your tax bill. Net investment income tax, NIIT. For higher income retirees, there's an extra 3.8% surtax once your AIG crosses certain thresholds. Example, a retiree sells a vacation home, realizing $250,000 in capital gains. That one-time event not only increases the tax bill that year, it could also push more Social Security into taxable income and trigger higher Medicare premiums. Part 5, the widow's penalty. One of the most overlooked hidden taxes is the widow's penalty. When one spouse passes away, the survivor goes from married filing jointly to single filing status. The problem? Tax brackets for single filers are narrower, so the same income can be taxed at a higher rate. Example, a couple with $100,000 of taxable income may sit comfortably in the 22% bracket, but when one spouse passes, the survivor could face the 24% bracket or higher on the exact same income. And it doesn't stop there. RMDs as Social Security doesn't always drop much, but the tax rate applied can climb sharply. That's why it's so important to plan for both spouses, not just while you're both alive, but for the years one may live alone. Part 6, state taxes. Federal taxes aren't the whole story. State taxes can add another layer. Some states, like Florida, Texas, and Nevada, have no state income taxes. Others tax retirement income, pensions, or even Social Security. Example, a retiree in California may pay state tax on IRA withdrawals, while someone in Florida would not. That difference could mean thousands of dollars each year. And beyond income tax, property taxes, sales taxes, and estate taxes can also vary widely by state. Sometimes relocating in retirement can significantly change your overall tax picture. Part 7, how to prepare for hidden taxes. So, how do you prepare? A few strategies. Diversify your tax brackets. Aim for a mix of taxable, tax-deferred, and Roth assets for flexibility. Plan before RMD age. Your 60s are often the best window for managing withdrawals and conversions. Monitor Medicare brackets. Even small income increases can trigger IRMAA surcharges. Coordinate Social Security. The timing of your claim affects how much becomes taxable. Review annually. Tax laws change. Markets change. Your plan should too. So while taxes in retirement may feel hidden, they're very real. And they can take a significant bite out of your income if you don't prepare. The good news? With the right planning, many of these surprises can be managed or even avoided. Thanks for watching. If you found this helpful, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. It really supports the channel. And if you're approaching retirement and want to make sure hidden taxes don't erode your income, book a consultation with me using the link in the description below. Retirement doesn't require guesswork. It requires a plan.